Hey guys, welcome to this week's tutorial. I have a very girly yet glam makeup look for you. I used a lot of pinks on the eyes and on the lips. It's like a monochromatic theme, and also I used a lot of eyeliner and big lashes to complete the look. So let's jump right into this video.
So first I sprayed my face with the Instafix and Go Spray Primer from Rimmel. And then I moved on to the eyes. I'm using here the soft ochre from MAC to prep and prime my eyelids for the eye look that's coming. I then used the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in dim light to set the base. To do my eyebrows, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown, and I used a Zoeva really fine brush for this. I set them afterwards with the Bobbi Brown Clear Brow Gel. Then for the eye look I used Arena from MAC, and this is my transition color. This is the Luxe Soft Crease brush from Zoeva, the 221. The same eyeshadow, I run it underneath the eyes, also in big generous movements. Next I used an eyeshadow from L'Oreal. It's the Infallible range and it's called Sweet Strawberry. This Zoeva TT7 brush is my best friend, and I feel like every time I use it for this step particularly, my eye look looks better. Next I use my blusher from Too Faced as an eyeshadow. This one is the Something About Berry. This color I concentrated a bit more in the outer corner and inner corner of my eyes and less in the middle. And now it's time to cut the crease, at least the center of it, and I'm using here the soft ochre from MAC again, and a painting brush, a really fine flat painting brush. I have different sizes of those and I find them to be very good for this step. So as you can see, I've cleaned up the entire center of the eyelid and I've made place for the next eyeshadow, which is a pure pigment. It's called Milk and it's from MAC. Now the way I like to apply my pure pigments is this way. I like to mix a bit of water, or in this case the Instafix from Rimmel, with the pure pigment. So you're going to get the full intensity of the pigment, but you're not going to have to clean up underneath the eyes too much. I'm applying the pigment in a V shape kind of, a bit wider at the top, and as I go towards the lashes it becomes pointier. The next eyeshadow I used is also from MAC and it's in Quartz Fusion. Very pretty looking in the pan and sparkly, but unfortunately not very pigmented in reality, which is not that big of a problem. I still like it. I've applied it mainly to the inner corners of my eyes and also to the outer corners. Then I did my eyeliner and I've applied it how I like to apply it on my eyes, a bit thicker and also the flick longer. To accentuate the crease and the cut of it, I've applied here a liquid liner. This one is from Urban Decay and it's called Cuff. I admit I'm a really big fan of Urban Decay in general and those liquid eyeliners in particular. Then I used mascara. This one is the YSL Volume Effect Mascara in black. I did apply this mascara just on the top lashes because it tends to smudge underneath the eyes. My foundation is a lovely one. I love it very much. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect in nude. And when I think of this foundation, it's like if I were to be somewhere isolated with only this foundation with me, I would be very happy. So it's like that. I love it so much. My concealer is a full coverage one. It's the NARS Cosmetics Radiant Creamy Concealer in medium custard. I'm also a big fan of this. I think it covers like nothing else and it minimizes the pores in my opinion. I don't use it on a daily basis because I'm more of a less is more kind of girl when it comes to everyday makeup, but I think for a special event this is everything. Oh, and here I just touched up a bit the edges, the corners, because I felt like it wasn't enough intensity. I used for this the same blusher from Too Faced. Next, I've applied powder from Laura Mercier. It's a loose form, it's in translucent, and I use for this a Real Technique sponge. I didn't bake this, I don't bake unless it's a cake. So I've applied this in a small amount on the T-zone mainly, but also to the rest of my face, but a small amount. To warm up my face, I used a bronzer from the palette from Revolution Makeup, and I like this one because it's good, it's cheap and very pigmented. Then I contoured underneath the cheekbones with the contour shade from the same palette. And I also contoured my nose, although I wasn't that type before, but I kind of noticed that it looks better in photos. And now blusher, the same one from Too Faced. It's the Something About Berry. I'm applying it here with a Real Techniques blusher brush. For my highlight, I'm taking the lightest one from the same palette and I'm applying it with a Real Techniques brush. I usually go over the highest points of my face, so top of my cheeks, along the nose, Cupid's bow and a bit over the brows. False eyelashes are next, and I've bought those really cheap ones from Amazon from Mink 3D Hair, and I think they look really pretty. I mean, for the price, they were like €3 here in Germany. You can't really go wrong with that. Right, so for the under eye area, I've applied the same blusher from Too Faced to kind of balance the whole look. Then once more for the eyes, I've applied from La Vera a black kohl and then I smudged it underneath the eyes. I didn't go all the way, towards the inner part of the eye, just the outer half. For the waterline, I've applied a flesh colored liner from Manhattan. I like this one because it's really intense and also waterproof. Highlighter underneath the brows is the same one I've applied to my face from Revolution Makeup. For the lips, I went with the lip liner from Maybelline. It's the Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Nude Whisper. And afterwards, on top, I went with a lipstick from Asta. It's a very baby pink one. It only has a number, it's the 460. And finally, to complete the look, I used a super gloss from Kiko in the shade 120. And with that, the look is complete. Thank you all for watching.
So everyone, this is the completed look. I really hope you liked it. As always, please give me a thumbs up if you did. That really helps me a lot, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A massive thank you if you have, and also follow me on social media because I post every single day photos with new makeup and you might like it. So I'm going to catch you now in my next tutorial. Bye. No.